Following Makerere University students' strike over online studies that led to the suspension of some students, government has been advised to support digitization to allow all students embrace online studies.
The government I talked about, which is composed of our brothers, our uncles, our fathers, our everyone, our neighbors, should now invest in the infrastructure that can support online learning in order to empower every student to have the digital literacies required within the digital economy. If we have to have a chance to participate in the fourth industrial revolution. So that's what we do at Victoria University.
Professor Lawrence Muganga, the Vice-Chancellor of Victoria University, notes that universities need to plan well for students to face life, since the world has been challenged and life revolves on technology.
Also, to understand these students, they are thrown into or on this bus or to this bus without being told what the destination will look like. You need to train these students, you need to train teachers to prepare them to understand the usability of these systems, the learning management systems that we deliver our learning on. So if you don't train these two stakeholders, students and teachers, then you're going to, of course, face this kind of resistance.
He says some universities lack proper training of students and educationalists on certain technologies to embrace online studies.
Higher education institutions, we are doing the worst to this economy by creating people who are going there to look for these jobs, other than creating people who are going to make or put in place these jobs. And then you have that multiplier effect. If you have innovative people, creative people that are out there turning ideas into tangible things, into startups, then you create an ecosystem that can employ as many people as you can ever imagine. So, but it comes back to education, digital education. The digital economy requires students, kids who are studying online to familiarize themselves with the digital literacies required. So the universities that have students that are rejecting to study online, it's time now you step back. Ask yourselves, why is it that these students aren't online studies?
Professor Muganga says that they have decided to train students to be creative and innovative for the job market through technology. He adds that most of the employers want employees who have digital literacy, hence students need to embrace modern technology.
We have understood that it doesn't pay off anymore to send a student to sit in a classroom and spend 3 years, no technology, no experience, but only content in their head. So that kind of content is not what an employer is looking for. Employers no longer look for what we know. They look for what we can do with what we know. So if you can't help students do something, become creative, become innovative, acquire experience, hands-on experience, what we call at Victoria University experiential learning, learning by doing, then you are betraying the next generation.
Story compiled by Ronnie Bleguer for Dream TV News.